Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Sports 360 Degree, where we bring you the biggest stories from the world of sports. A confident Indian women's team will strive to take control of their destiny by securing yet another net run rate boosting victory when they face injury-hit Australia in their must-win Women's T20 World Cup match on Sunday. England's Harry Brook and Joe Root delivered a stunning performance, leading their team to victory in their first Test match against Pakistan. Meanwhile, doubts loom over Pakistan hosting 2025 Champions Trophy, with ICC considering relocating the tournament. In tennis, Spain's legendary tennis player Rafael Nadal announced his retirement. Spanish football icon Andres Iniesta also called time on his career after 22 years at top. Stay tuned for all the latest updates, but first up, the cover story you're tracking this week. So let's get started with cricket. Australia women will take on India women on the match 18 of the ongoing Women's T20 World Cup 2024 at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium in Sharjah on Sunday. Women's in blue fought their way back for a spot in the semi-finals. After suffering a defeat against New Zealand in their opener, India came on top against Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Win in the upcoming game is very important for the side, as they are still doubtful for qualifying for the knockout stage. India needs to not only register a win but also keep their net run rate in check, as New Zealand is the third team that is searching for a semi-final berth. India will aim to secure another net run rate boosting win when they face an injury-hit Australia in a must-win Women's T20 World Cup clash on Sunday in Sharjah. Australia, with 6 points from 3 matches and a strong net run rate of plus 2.786, are almost assured of a semi-final spot. Meanwhile, India, New Zealand and Pakistan are battling for the remaining spot. Australia's victory over Pakistan on Friday came with a cost. Skipper Alyssa Healy suffered an acute foot injury, while fast bowler Tyler Vlamnik dislocated her shoulder. Both are likely to miss crucial game on Sunday. India's 82-run win over Sri Lanka, their biggest in tournament history, not only boosted their net run rate but also lifted them to second place in Group A. India now sit on 4 points behind undefeated Australia. To keep their knockout hopes alive, India must win, as New Zealand, with 1 game in hand, can also reach 6 points. If New Zealand win their remaining games, net run rate will decide the semi-final spots. India currently has a plus 0.567 net run rate, while New Zealand lags behind at minus 0.050. If Pakistan beat New Zealand and India lose to Australia, all 3 teams could end up on 4 points, making net run rate crucial again. Sports Desk, DD India. So the net run rate will come into play in this match. And shifting focus to another story, the Board of Control for Cricket in India on Friday announced a 15-man squad for the upcoming 3-match series against New Zealand starting October 16. Rohit Sharma will continue to lead the team, while ace pacer Jasprit Bumrah will be the vice-captain of the team. The team has been no changes in the 15-man squad that featured against Bangladesh, except Yash Dayal, who was dropped out. The squad will feature 3 fresh faces in the form of Harshit Rana, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Mayank Yadav, who will be joining the squad as a travelling reserves. Pace bowler Mohammad Shami has failed to recover from injury and will miss the 3-match Test series. Shami sustained an injury during the World Cup and is targeting a return for the Australia series. The squad for the 3-match Test series against New Zealand is like this: Rohit Sharma captain, Jasprit Bumrah vice-captain, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Sarfaraz Khan, Rishabh Pant. Wicketkeeper Dhruv Jurel, wicketkeeper Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Mohammad Shami and fast bowler Akash Deep. And talking about the travelling reserves, there will be Harshit Rana, Mayank Yadav, Nitish Kumar Reddy and Prashid Krishna. And we know that what kind of talent these players are, especially the reserve, where we saw Nitish Kumar Reddy played a flamboyant inning in the T20 match against Bangladesh. Now coming back to cricket again, stunning performance from the Harry Brook and Joe Root and English bowlers tore through the Pakistan lineup to secure a victory in the first Test match in Multan on Friday. The record partnership between Brook and Root of the 454 runs turned the match on its head and snatched victory for the English team, scoring 500 plus runs in the first inning by Pakistan. So here, let's take a look on the spot.
In a historic match, spinner Jack Leach took 4 wickets to help England defeat Pakistan by an innings and 47 runs in the first test in Multan on Friday. Taking 1-0 lead in the 3-match series, Harry Brook became the first England batter in 34 years to score a triple century in Test cricket on Pakistani soil. Joe Root's record-setting innings of 262 made him the highest run scorer for England in Test history. Brook, Root and England broke a host of records. Brook became the 6th England batter to score a triple century and the first since 1990. It was the second fastest 300 of all time, achieving in 310 deliveries. Root and Brook's partnership of 454 runs for the 4th wicket is England's highest partnership for any wicket. This partnership ranks as the 4th highest in all Test cricket and the best for the 4th wicket. Root's double century was his 6th in Test cricket. Only Wally Heyman has more with 7 centuries for England. This marks only the 3rd time in Test history that 2 batters have surpassed 250 in the same innings than the first time for England. England's total score of 823 for 7 declared is the 4th highest team total in Test cricket. It is England's 2nd highest total, following 903 for 7 declared against Australia at the Oval in 1938. England's lead of 267 is the most for any team in Test history. After scoring the century, England's Harry Brook expressed his delight at finally surpassing his father's highest club score. "I just wanted to get past my dad's high score of 210. I mentioned that to you guys before and I was pretty happy when I got past it, to be honest. It was wonderful batting with Rooty. We talked about moving the game forward and going out there after lunch to try and build a decent lead. It makes you feel so comfortable when you're watching him at the other end. He makes the game look so easy." In 350 international matches, Joe Root has accumulated over 20,000 runs in his career with 51 centuries and 108 half-centuries. Root's record-breaking day saw him surpass Alistair Cook, becoming not only England's highest run scorer in Test cricket, but also the 5th highest run scorer in the history of the format. He has now overtaken cricketing greats like Yunus Khan, Sunil Gavaskar, Brian Lara and Mahela Jayawardene to become the 6th highest century maker in Test history. With his outstanding performance against Pakistan in Multan, Root looks poised to challenge Sachin Tendulkar's record for the most runs in Test cricket. Sports Desk, DD India.
So what a match it was where fans witnessed multiple records broke at Multan. Meanwhile, International Cricket Council ICC is considering relocating the 2025 Champions Trophy, which was initially scheduled to be hosted by Pakistan. With the tournament set to take place early next year, discussions are underway to explore alternative hosting arrangements due to uncertainties surrounding India's participation in Pakistan. As the situation evolves, the ICC is considering 3 potential models for the tournament. More on the spot. Pakistan's prospects of hosting the 2025 Champions Trophy are now uncertain. The ICC is reportedly weighing the possibility of relocating the entire tournament due to India's reluctance to travel to Pakistan. India has not played cricket in Pakistan since 2008 Asia Cup because of the strained relations between the two countries. For the 2023 Asia Cup, a hybrid model was adopted, with Sri Lanka co-hosting and only few matches held in Pakistan. Given India's firm stance against playing in Pakistan, doubts about Champions Trophy have persisted since Pakistan was awarded hosting rights. The PCB remains optimistic about hosting all matches, but recent reports suggest a hybrid model might be considered where India's games would be held elsewhere. There is also a chance that Pakistan may not host any matches. The ICC is said to be exploring alternate locations, with UAE, Sri Lanka and South Africa being potential candidates. The ICC has outlined 3 potential plans: hosting the entire event in Pakistan, using a hybrid model, or moving all matches to a different country. If a hybrid model is chosen, the semi-finals and possibly the final could be shifted out of Pakistan if India qualifies. Even if the tournament is moved, Pakistan will retain the hosting rights and revenue share. A final decision is likely to be made by November. Sports Desk, DD India. With the season 11 of the much-awaited Pro Kabaddi League, the second most popular sport in India after cricket, inching closer. The excitement among the fans is palpable. Teams are gearing up and preparing hard. League's 2-time runner-ups Gujarat Titans are looking to make a strong impact in the season 11. with a mix of experienced players, young talent and an experienced coach in Rafael Singh, they are determined to lift their maiden Pro Kabaddi League title. Exclusive report by DD India correspondent Abhishek Prasad.
Two-time Pro Kabaddi League runners-up Gujarat Giants will aim for their maiden PKL title when they start their Season 11 campaign against Bengaluru Bulls on October 20. Ahead of their player auction, Gujarat Giants retained two of their top stars from Season 10. They retained Pratik Dhaya as well as Rakesh and ensured that they have well-established raiders who are capable of scoring rate points at will. The Giants then further bolstered their attack at the player auction with a successful bid of 1.97 crore Indian rupees for raider Guman Singh. The Haryana-born raider ranked 9th in Season 10 with 163 rate points and has 400 career points. Pratik Dhaya has consistently impressed with 308 rate points in 2 seasons, while Rakesh has 379 career points to his name. Ahead of the start of the season, Gujarat Giants named Neeraj Kumar as the captain of the team with Guman as his deputy. Neeraj, who is not new to the role of captaining a side, has led Patna Pirates previously. He started his PKL career in 2019. The talismanic defender has played a total of 80 matches so far, scoring 174 tackle points. The powerful defender has not-out percentage of 88.64 and a tackle success rate of 38%.
पहले 10 दिन 15 दिन कोच साहब ने फिटनेस के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा काम किया है. उन्होंने थोड़ा मैट पे हमारे को थोड़ा लेट उतारा है ताकि हम अच्छे से फिट हो सकें और तभी हम अपनी मैट प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट कर सकें. और अभी मैट पे सभी प्लेयर इतने फिट हैं कि सभी इंजरी से अभी इतने फिट हो चुके हैं. इंजरी आनी ही नहीं है. जब तक हम फिट होंगे तो इंजरी बिल्कुल नहीं आएगी. और मैट पे ज़्यादा तैयारी हम मैट पे कर रहे हैं अभी क्योंकि टाइम बहुत कम है. तो हम यही सोच रहे हैं कि आप जितने मैट के नज़दीक रहें और एक कम्बिनेशन के साथ खेलें. बाकी कोच साहब जो कमियां हमें बताते हैं हम उसको दूर करने की पूरी कोशिश कर रहे हैं. हमारे साथ इन्वॉल्व होके मैट पे रहते हैं ताकि हम ज़्यादा एक अच्छी परफॉर्मेंस के साथ इस सीज़न खेलेंगे.
Head coach Rafael Singh, who previously led Patna Pirates to PKL glory in Season 5, will again lead the Giant for 3rd straight season.
तैयारी तो देखो हर बार करते हैं, लेकिन जब हम कोई भी टीम जब तैयार करते हैं तो हम सोचते हैं कि ऐसे प्लेयर हमारे पास हों, वैसा हमारे पास कॉम्बिनेशन हो. लेकिन जिस उम्मीद से हम अब की बार ऑक्शन में गए और जो हमने प्लानिंग किया, काफ़ी हद तक हमारा ऑक्शन उस पर सक्सेस हुआ और उसी हिसाब से हमने टीम चूज़ की. और जिस गोल के साथ हम ऑक्शन में गए और अभी जो गोल हमारा है कि हम ट्रॉफ़ी उठाएं, उसी हिसाब की टीम हमने चूज़ की. और सभी प्लेयर बहुत फिट हैं और यंग हैं. सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि कोई भी ऐसा और एक्सपीरियंस भी साथ में है कि 4-5 सीज़न से हमारे पास जो एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर हैं वो भी हमारे साथ हैं. तो जिस हिसाब से हमने तैयारी की है तो एक ही गोल है कि चैम्पियन बनना है.
One of the most consistent teams in the league, the Giants have reached the playoffs in 4 of the 6 seasons they have competed in, showcasing their resilience and ambition. After exiting last season following a loss to Haryana Steelers in the eliminator round, the team is eager to go all the way this year. Abhishek Prasad for DD India.
Meanwhile, Indian gymnast Deepa Karmakar has announced her official retirement from the professional competition. In a social media post, the professional player made a statement on ending her illustrious career after 25 years.
India's trailblazing gymnast Deepa Karmakar announced her retirement from the world of gymnastics after giving 25 years to the sport. In a social media post, Deepa shared that she decided to hang boots after much thought and reflection. She said it was not easy, but it felt like the right time. Deepa has been a trailblazer of gymnastics in India and is credited with many firsts. Deepa Karmakar is the first female gymnast from India to compete at the Olympics. She is also one of the only 5 women in the world to have successfully landed the Prudhanova vault, which is considered one of the most difficult and certainly the most dangerous in gymnastics. Her career is a saga of many firsts and incredible achievements. In 2014, Karmakar won a bronze medal in the vault category at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, becoming the first Indian woman to win a medal in the gymnastics category. She won another bronze medal at the Asian Championships in 2015. A landmark achievement in Deepa's career was her performance at the 2016 Rio Olympics. She made history as the first Indian female gymnast to qualify for the final vault event, where she secured an impressive fourth place. Following the Rio Olympics, Deepa created history by becoming the first Indian gymnast to win a gold medal at the 2018 Artistic Gymnastics World Cup in Turkey. In 2021, despite facing several career setbacks, Deepa Karmakar demonstrated remarkable resilience by clinching a gold medal at the Asian Gymnastics Championships in Tashkent. Throughout her illustrious career, Deepa Karmakar has been honored with numerous prestigious awards and accolades. These include the Padma Shri, India's fourth highest civilian award, the Arjuna Award for her outstanding achievements in sports, and also Major Dhyan Chand the Khel Ratna Award, the country's highest sports honor. Calling it a day on her 25-year-long distinguished career, Deepa is now ready to move on to the next phase of her life. Sports Desk, DD India.
Now shifting focus to football, legendary Spanish footballer Andres Iniesta announced his retirement at the age of 40 years. The 2010 World Cup winner hung up his boots on October 8, a date chosen as a nod to the number 8 shirt that midfielder donned throughout a career spanning over 22 years.
Legendary Spanish footballer and Barcelona midfielder Andres Iniesta announced his retirement from professional football on October 7, putting an end to his more than 2-decade-long career. The Spaniard confirmed the news on social media after hinting at the decision last week, saying, "Coming soon, 8-10-24. He wore the numbers 8 and 24 during his 18-year tenure with the Spanish club. Iniesta was equally lethal for the Spanish national team, as he was one of the pillars of a historic La Roja side that is dubbed as the country's golden generation. Iniesta scored a goal in extra time of the 2010 World Cup final against Netherlands, which led Spain to their first and only FIFA World Cup trophy. Lionel Messi paid tribute to his former teammate, saying, "One of the teammates with the most magic and of the ones I enjoyed playing together the most. Andres Iniesta, the ball will miss you, and so will we. I wish you the best, always. You are a phenomenon." Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, who coached Iniesta at Barcelona, said, "He is another part of history of Barca. The last 15 or 20 years would not have been possible without him. I just want to say thank you, because he helped me to understand the game better. It was a pleasure. I learned a lot just being with him." Atletico Madrid striker Fernando Torres, who won the World Cup and 2 European Championships alongside Iniesta, tweeted, "How many wonderful moments we have lived together." In an illustrious club career, Iniesta has made 674 appearances for Barcelona, in which he scored 57 goals and provided 135 assists, during which he won 4 Champions Leagues, 3 FIFA World Cup, 9 league titles, 3 European Super Cups, 6 Copa del Reys and 7 Spanish Super Cups. With Spain, apart from FIFA World Cup title in 2010, he won the European Championships in 2008 and 2012. At the junior level, Iniesta has won Euro Under-16 Championships and Euro Under-19 Championships with Spain. After ending his Barcelona career in 2018, he joined the Japanese club Vissel Kobe. Iniesta won the Emperor's Cup, Japanese Super Cup and the J1 League with Vissel Kobe. Sports Desk, DD India.
Spain's tennis legend Rafael Nadal, a 22-time Grand Slam singles champion, announced on Thursday that he will retire from professional tennis at the conclusion of the season. In a heartfelt video message, the 38-year-old reflected on his career and challenges he faced in recent years.
The 22-time Grand Slam champion Rafael Nadal will retire from tennis at the end of this season. The 38-year-old will represent Spain in his final appearance at next month's Davis Cup Finals in Malaga. Nadal has barely played over the past 2 seasons because of injuries and suggested last year only that he could retire at the end of 2024.
Hola a todos, estoy aquí para comunicaros que me retiro del tenis profesional.
Rafael Nadal.
la realidad es que han sido unos años difíciles, estos dos últimos especialmente. Creo que no he sido capaz de jugar sin limitaciones. Es una decisión que evidentemente es difícil, que me ha llevado tiempo tomarla, pero en esta vida pues todo tiene un principio y un final, y creo que es el momento adecuado para poner punto y final a lo que ha sido una carrera larga y mucho más exitosa de lo que jamás me hubiera podido imaginar. Pero me hace muchísima ilusión que mi último torneo sea la final de la Copa Davis y representando a mi país. Creo que es cerrar el círculo.
Nadal retires as the second most successful men's singles player of all time, behind only long-term rival Novak Djokovic. Known as the King of Clay, Nadal won the French Open singles title a record 14 times, winning 112 of his 116 major matches at Roland Garros. No player has won as many Grand Slam singles titles at the same tournament. Nadal is also a four-time US Open champion and won both the Australian Open and Wimbledon twice. He also took Olympic singles and doubles gold and helped Spain win 4 Davis Cup finals, most recently in 2019. Alongside enduring rivals Djokovic and 20-time major champion Roger Federer, Nadal formed the big three that dominated the men's game from the early 2000s and drew in the legions of fans. Spanish tennis player Carlos Alcaraz admits his idol Nadal retiring is tough to accept.
Tough to accept it. It was I was in shock a little bit. Thanks that I saw it like 1 hour before the match, so I had time to accept it and forget it a little bit before the match. But it is a really difficult news for everybody, and even tougher for me that he has been my idol since I started playing tennis. I look up to him. Probably thanks to him, I really wanted to become a professional tennis player. So, losing him in a certain way is gonna be difficult for us.
Meanwhile, Italian world number 1 Yannick Sinner said that Rafael Nadal's decision to call it a day was tough for tennis world.
Well, it's tough news for I think all the tennis world, and not only. That what I can say. I was very lucky to get to know him also, like persons wise, and he's an unbelievable person. Of course, the player, we all saw how good he has been as a player, and the lessons he taught us, the young players, how to behave on the court, how to handle situations on the court, the tough situations, he gave to all of us a lot of emotions when we saw him playing, and also to stay humble, in the same time, not changing with the success, choosing the right people around him, having a great family.
Spanish man said that Nadal's legacy and strength will live on despite retirement.
Creo que es un ejemplo.
I think he is a total example. Individually, he is an example of sacrifice and effort, and figuratively speaking, a Spanish bull. Always putting in effort, sacrifice, and always giving it all. He has brought Spain much joy, and we must thank him for everything he has done for us.
Although we have now Carlos Alcaraz, who is performing well, and since he is Spanish, we follow him. But in the end, I believe that Rafa Nadal will be the greatest tennis reference in the world, especially Spain. Always, and for me, he leaves great memories.
Although he won all 4 majors, Nadal will forever be synonymous with the French Open, where a metallic statue of him hitting his trademark forehand was built in 2021. From 2005 to 2014, he won 9 of 10 Roland Garros titles and then 5 of 6 between 2017 and 2022. In 14 final appearances, he was never taken to 5 sets, beating Federer in 4 finals and Djokovic 3 times. Of his 4 French Open losses, Djokovic defeated him twice with Alexander Zverev this year and Robin Soderling in 2009, the other 2 men to topple him. Fittingly, his final major title came at the French Open in 2022, 2 days after his 36th birthday. Nadal's success and longevity is even more remarkable considering the series of long-term injuries affecting his elbow, ankle, knee, wrist, back, hip and abdomen. He dealt with it throughout. Sports Desk, DD India.
So that's all in this edition of the Sports 360 Degree. Until we meet again, keep watching DD India and keep cheering your favorite athletes and teams. Namaskar.